Alright people, today we are going to go do a photo shoot on my ugly, old, nasty, scratched, faded paint 1999 F250, but we are going to make it look good and I'm going to show you how. The most important thing that we can do to prepare for this is wash the car, and this car has not been washed in roughly 3.5 months, give or take a little bit, and it's pretty gross. And so we're gonna go clean it, and it's getting close to sunset. I got about an hour till sunset, and that's the best time to take pictures. I also have never taken pictures at sunset before, so this should be fun, and I've never taken pictures in this town before, so we gotta find a good place to do it. And I have a couple of ideas, but we gotta get there pretty quick because we are sort of on a time crunch. Also, I just got a circular polarizer. Yes, it was a cheap, cruddy one from Amazon. It was like $8, but I'm excited to try it out. It should be fun. Maybe get rid of some of that glare from the sun, because that has been my biggest trouble taking pictures so far. Anyway, off to the car wash. Here we go. It's taking forever. One thing really quick, just a little disclaimer for you here. I'm going to use a Canon DSLR with some lenses and circular polarizers and UV filters and stuff, but you can take good pictures with your cell phone. I've been using a Samsung Galaxy S10 for most of my photo experience, and if you look at my Instagram page, it's P_Stang_, like Mustang. Most of the pictures on there were taken with just my cell phone, probably up until the last 20 or so. If you look, you'll see a bunch of McLaren posts. All the ones before that were taken with my phone, so you can definitely get good pictures. I'm just going to use the camera, but you could use your phone and it'll still work out. Here we go. $25, 50 cents, 75 cents. Alrighty, so that took a lot longer than I thought it would. I've never used one of those before, so we got about 20 minutes now to find a spot, get the truck all situated, and take some pictures before the sun goes down. This will be an adventure, hopefully, and yeah, we don't have a whole lot of time on our hands. Night pictures could be cool, but that's not what we're going for here. So what we are going to do is try to avoid taking pictures of the ugly parts of this truck, which are on here. The hood. The hood is the worst part by far, so we're going to try to avoid taking pictures with the hood in it and still have good pictures, which I think we can do that. I think we can get good pictures of this nasty, ugly truck without the hood. Now, the rest of the truck is ugly too, but hood is the worst for sure. So, I think we can do it. I've got a couple of ideas of where we could go and take some pictures. I just hope that I can actually get to them without there being a bunch of people around, blocking traffic, anything like that, because it's about rush hour since stupid daylight savings time. It gets dark at like 5:20, 5:30 here. I think I found a good spot. We're about to come try this out, and I will show y'all exactly what I do. I'm just grabbing a couple of things that I need really quick. So, come take a look at this. First of all, cool spot? Yes or no? I think yes. Alright, so I don't actually know if I can be here or not. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, but if you look right here, we're basically on the train tracks. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking some pictures and I'll show you what I do. Speaking of trains, here it comes now. This ought to be cool. Alright, two things really quick. One, roll the windows up. It is not as cool as you think it will be to have the windows down. And second is to not be afraid to have to move the car. If you need to move the car, even if it's just 2 inches to get it to the right spot, go ahead and do it. Trust me, it's worth it. So what I've done here is go from the bottom, and the reason I chose that angle is because you can't see the nasty peeling hood from this angle, which makes it perfect because we don't want to see the nasty peeling hood. Now if your bumper was really screwed up, you'd want to come from the top and maybe the other side in order to avoid that. And here you can see there's a decent glare on the hood from the sun in this picture, which would normally be bad, but we don't want to see the hood, remember? So we let the glare slide. So you want to just choose a spot to stand so that the glare is where you want it rather than somewhere else. I'd rather it be here than on the windshield or on the roof. That is why I stood where I stood. And you can see I've sort of done the same thing here. The only way you're going to get good at this and choosing the right places to be and the right angles to make the car look good are by practice. Generally, I'd say front and just a little to the side is always a good one. And again, usually, we want to avoid glare, but there's always going to be some, so I used it to my advantage, as you can see again, to get rid of the imperfections in the hood. You'll probably notice that's a theme with these, that's the point, and I'm sorry that these are in portrait mode. I took a few so that they would look good on my phone, but you can see I've played the glare to my advantage. There are also some dents on the hood that you can't see. This one's kind of bad because of the stripes. There's nothing I could do about that. The only way I could fix in the picture how those stripes look is some serious Photoshop or get some new stripes or remove them from the truck. There's not really a whole lot that I could have done about that. And this one is definitely one of my favorites. It looks good, and you can barely see the dent in the side. It's just above the left headlight right there, and you can barely see the hood paint problems at all. I also like this one. It's sort of the same deal, playing the glare to my advantage. This one is the bad one. Take a look at the difference between this one and the next one. This is why angles matter. You see, I got some glare on the hood where I want it, but you can still see the bad paint problems that you couldn't see in any of the other pictures, and you can also not see it in this one. It's all about angle, and the only way to get really good at that is to do a lot of pictures, a lot of practice. That's how I did it. Like I said earlier, you can take good pictures with your phone. This one right here was taken with my phone, and it looks great. And yes, that is the tower at Circuit of the Americas in the background, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to like this video. Maybe subscribe, and I will see you next time. Adios.